Hey, what's going on everyone? This is Jigsaw Killer here, and today I'm bringing you guys an update video for the Evil Within 2. Recently Bethesda released an article talking about the Evil Within 2, its gameplay, upgrades, and how the upgrade system works this time because they've made a lot of changes, how it all works. And I personally think it's actually a big improvement from the first game. So the first thing we'll talk about is the green gel. The green gel will be returning to the game. Um, but it won't be the only currency that we'll be using. So specifically, green gel will be upgraded for Sebastian himself rather than the weapons and all that. So green gel will be specifically for upgrading health, stamina, and probably how much you can carry stuff. Just like the first game. Um, so another thing we'll be able to do is we'll be able to collect weapon parts for our arsenal of weapons that we can collect throughout the game. With handgun, shotgun. I assume the rifle and the magnum will making its return. So yeah, weapon parts will be collecting throughout the game, just like you would with trap parts in the first game. Speaking of trap parts will also be returning to the game. We'll be using that for the crossbow, in which the crossbow has been renamed as well. It's now called the Warden Crossbow. Um, so with the bolts, I I actually don't know if all the bolts will be returning, but I think I seen that they said flash bolts will be returning. We know explosive bolts are returning. Electric bolts are returning. I don't think they said that about freeze bolts. I think they're gone. But they do have a new addition. We now will have smoke bolts, so that's pretty neat. Um, so yeah, another thing we'll be able to unlock with gel is special abilities from upgrade trees that we'll have throughout the game. So yeah, we'll have upgrade trees just like the first game. We'll have upgrade trees, but this time I think it's going to be way more important what you upgraded. I think it's going to be more of like a hybrid thing. So you won't be able to upgrade exactly everything because it's going to probably cost too much or that kind of thing if you don't. Yeah, like let's say you don't upgrade enough in a certain tree, you're probably going to be really weak in the other three because you needed more gel for it and so on. Um, but yeah, so let's move on here. So let's talk about one of the first upgrade trees that we have here. So this is the stealth upgrade tree, in which we can increase our movement while crouching. So we can also upgrade a special ability which allows us to sneak kill enemies from around corners, so we can grab them from around the corner, and stab them in the head and so on. Um, so the next upgrade tree is the health tree, in which we can increase our life gauge. We can also unlock a special ability in which we'll be able to survive a hit that would have, one hit us basically, or it's like a small chance to survive a hit that could have one hit us. Um, so the next is the combat tree, in which we can increase the damage of our melee hits, just like the first game. We can also increase or decrease the kickback when firing weapons, and we'll also have a special ability that we can unlock called Cascade. And basically, this is like a sort of like a passive ability where temporarily we'll be able to it'll increase our damage of whatever gun we're using for a couple of seconds, and the more shots you get off, the more damage you'll be doing. But it'll only last for probably about 10-15 seconds, so it'll run out after a couple of seconds, or when you run out of ammo. So that's a pretty cool thing. So up next is the recovery tree. Is This increases the our health regeneration when we're at below 10%. That's in the first game as well. When you get below, so when you get to really low health, you'll get regeneration for the first like 10%. So we can increase how fast it increases. Um, we can also unlock a special ability, which we can automatically use a syringe when we take huge damage that would probably be really fatal to us. So maybe nearly a one hit kill or some damage that probably does like 80% here or something, but Sebastian has a small chance of using a syringe, so he won't die and so on. Um, So the next tree is the Athleticism tree, in which we can increase our stamina gauge, and we can unlock a special ability which gives us a small chance to avoid certain incoming attacks. So we'll have a small chance of, if someone tries to melee hit us, Sebastian has a chance of avoiding the attack. So that's pretty much it for the upgrade tree. Is they did say that's not it. Like, there's still a lot more. They were just giving us a taste of what the upgrades will be like. So there's going to be more special abilities that we can get and more we can upgrade. Just like the first game, the upgrade system has so much you can upgrade in the first game. So I assume it's probably going to be a lot more in the second game, or probably be around the same. So another thing we'll have is we'll have a workbench to upgrade our weapons, or create ammo and all that. Just kind of, I think the best way to visualize it is think of like The Last of Us. Maybe I kind of doubt that it'll be anything like that, but it'll be something similar to The Last of Us. You have a workbench to create upgrade stuff, but we'll be able to collect items throughout the game, and we'll be able to turn them into ammo, or even like healing supplies, and that kind of thing. But yeah, as we craft, we can also craft weapons as we go in the game. But if you don't craft, if you try to craft during gameplay when you're fighting enemies or something, it's gonna cost more weapon parts than what it would if you're at a workbench. So yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think, of the upgrades and so on. I think it's pretty cool. I like the changes. I like the upgrade trees and how it's been done. Hopefully, there's more variety. Well, actually, it's a pretty good amount of variety, I think. But they did say specifically, that there will be more for us to upgrade and so on. So I'm actually really hyped about this. I just hope the game's more of an optimized game than the first game, because that's one of my biggest gripes with the game, of how terribly optimized the first game is. But this game is a new engine, so I'm actually fairly confident it won't have the issues that the first game did. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this update video. For you guys that, if you're like me, I love hearing about this stuff, especially for this game, because I assume they were gonna make some drastic changes with the upgrades. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Jigsaw out. See you soon.